We live in Brooklyn, baby. We live in Brooklyn, baby.
Thank you. Hello, hi. This is Insanity Check. I'm Skillet Sauce. That's Candace Dane over there. And yes, we're doing a show live on the air. But if you want to check us out, you can go to YouTube and check us out at Insanity Check Radio, one word on YouTube, or Twitter at Insanity Check 12, Facebook Insanity Check, and our Google Plus channel, which is Insanity Check as well. So,
Yes.
so our guest is here.
He is here.
Yes. Just hold on.
Oh, we have a guest. 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 Hello.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hello.
Hey.
Coultrain.
How you doing,
Right.
Coultrain? This is Ken and Skillet Sauce from Insanity Check Radio. How you doing today?
I'm pretty good, man. How are you guys?
We're doing
good.
well.
We're doing good.
Now, you're calling from where?
I'm originally from St. Louis.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and where are you now?
I am kind of just floating for a while. I'm in the South a little while. I'm kind of back and forth to St. Louis too.
Okay.
Okay.
Just kind of moving about. We're kind of in promotion mode, so we're just kind of moving whatever is best to facilitate the, you know.
Okay.
So you're from
Perchance, are you a football fan?
Am I a football fan?
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we were just talking about the New York Jets here since you were St. Louis. I thought
Yeah, that you would have.
I'd have something to laugh about, but apparently not. Okay.
Sorry about that. I mean, it's not like I despise sports or anything like that. I just don't really watch them.
Oh no, that's all good. I mean, you're probably much better off, you know, without it actually these days. You know?
Yeah.
So, Coultrain, now tell me something. Do you classify yourself as an R&B singer?
No, not really. I consider myself more like a poet and a folklorist. I see myself as a storyteller. I think the music is just my way of kind of, or singing anyway, is just kind of like my way of expressing the emotion I think are behind the words. So it's more like the work, and the music is like the expression of the work that is being done.
So it's almost like, do you consider yourself sort of like a spoken word artist that just, you know, uses musical accompaniment to get his point across?
No, I wouldn't even say spoken word artist. I think it's I don't really know if there's an actual definition for it. I would say because I do some kind of spoken word stuff, but that's not really like my focus. It is mostly about songwriting and storytelling, like some kind of melodic form in it. So it is about that, but I mean, I don't really even, honestly, I don't even really try to categorize it. You know what I mean? Because I like a lot of different kinds of music. And I guess how my voice comes out is how people may describe it, but I don't know.
Okay. Can I ask you a question?
My influence is kind of range. You know what I'm saying? So in my head, I'm thinking something totally different than what you may hear. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Can I ask you, like, who are your inspirations? You know, I guess either from the lyrical standpoint or just overall.
A lot of writers. I used to read a lot of the Harlem Renaissance stuff, James Baldwin and Gene Toomer, Zora Neale Hurston. I used to read a lot of that stuff in the beginning, and I got more into guys like Henry Miller and Lawrence Durrell. And those were the guys the storytellers that kind of inspired what the story that I've been writing for the last few years is about, or at least the foundation of it anyway. And then, like I said, guys like Henry Miller and Lawrence Durrell. And music-wise, I would have to say that kind of ranges too, because I mean, like I grew up on a lot of '60s soul. My dad was a huge Stax fan, so I listened to a lot of that. So I think that kind of blends in some of my music. I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I've done some stuff that was kind of '60s influence, so I could definitely hear like those people that my father used to listen to.
Oh, I mean, the Stax catalog is great.
Modern day, it just kind of all depends. A lot of like female jazz vocalists, Abby Lincoln, Sarah Vaughan, but also like Eddie Jefferson and Jolie Wilson. I think I'm kind of in that lineage. Those guys are like great storytellers, and it's kind of about singing emotion as opposed to technical ability. You know what I mean?
Yes. No, I understand. I mean, when you talk about the Stax Records days, I mean, a lot of that stuff was more raw emotion than anything. It's just, you know,
exactly.
It was more, and I think music like that resonates more. So I mean, that's definitely a good foundation. If you know, to be inspired by those guys, there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever.
So, you're.
But it's more like as I got older, it's basically more like jazz more than anything. even the stuff that may be not considered jazz is probably artists who were kind of dipping in the jazz for a particular tune or a particular album or something like that. But most of it is very enriched in jazz. I think that's like the most sophisticated music.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of like an embodiment of what I think great music is. Not that I have anything against like, what we consider soul music or anything else for that matter, but I mean like I don't know, the bended notes and I don't know, the music was so well accompanied, the voice so well. So
I mean, well, jazz is
now
for
that's
higher
why I hear it
minds.
now anyway. You know what I mean? As I got older.
Jazz is definitely for higher minds. I love jazz.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So you're coming out. Is the album out yet, or is it coming out?
Yeah, it came out Tuesday.
Came out Tuesday, and that's the Jungle Mumbo Jumbo.
Yeah.
And how did you come up with the title for that one?
I got it from a poem by Abby Lincoln called "Where Are the African Gods."
Oh, okay. And who is this delicious lady on the album cover?
Which one?
The Jungle. Well, I see. She's on Jungle Mumbo Jumbo, a little bit off to the right, and then on Streams and Rivers, she's dead center.
Oh yeah. I haven't the slightest. Those are not women that I know at all. I commissioned a designer to design it.
See, you were supposed to.
I told him what I wanted. I told him what the concept was and what was my idea was influenced by, and he just kind of did what I wanted.
Well, see, you're a good cat, Coultrain, because you were supposed to play that off. You were supposed to be like, oh yeah, man, yeah, I know her, man, yeah.
yeah. I mean, she's definitely fascinating, and I was impressed that he chose her. She's fascinating.
Yeah, you need to.
The same thing.
After this call, you need to get on the phone with him and find out who that is.
That was really good art design, though. I mean, I do like the art design. I mean, just from what I've seen so far, I heard Reefa and a couple of little nuggets before. I mean, like little phrases from some of your other stuff. And I mean, to me, I wanted to ask you something that I would ask you off air, because we sort of like, when you said you were inspired from the 60s and stuff like that, because when I listened to what you were, the way the song was put together and arranged, it didn't sound anything like what I would normally hear out of today's mainstream. And me personally, I despise mainstream music. I can't listen to it because to me it panders to the lowest common denominator. And what I said about jazz music, I honestly mean, as far as, and I mean, you see, we have Roy Ayers, leading us in, Brooklyn on the show, because I was raised on 60s soul, 70s soul, and also jazz and a lot of other different types of forms. And I can see, or at least to me, from the way Reefa was structured and the way it was mixed, it had a really raw mix. Now, did you do that intentionally?
Yeah, that's kind of what the style of what we were. I think when that came out, things that the industry was just changing to a super clean sound. I mean, I hear it because I don't listen to the radio so much. So when I finally do, it's kind of like a shock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was like right around that time when we were really stubborn about not changing that. That was one of our favorites. And I think, what's funny is that that sound was really just an old record, not like not what they intentionally made it sound like. Probably the way they didn't have the equipment to really record it well. So what we were shooting for was something basically an imperfection, but we saw the beauty in that. So we definitely
because I mean,
we ran to that idea.
Yeah, I mean, because to me, I mean that really gave it an earthy, raw feel that made me think more of like being in a live, small venue where you might get a little feedback here, someone might get a little close to the mic, certain things like that, which adds to a live, organic feel rather than this homogenized, overly mixed down crap that's out today. I mean, I really can't stand today's modern music, so this is refreshing. This is refreshing for me.
Yeah, man, it's rough. I mean, I don't even. I mean, I guess I'm not exposed to it enough. I don't even listen to it. Not. And I hate to even sound like I'm on some,
No, go ahead. On this show, go ahead.
I mean,
on this show, go ahead.
Listen. If you feel you're better than people, you say it.
Yeah,
I listen to most of the music out that's even from a device that you would carry around would be like Pandora or something on my phone.
Yeah.
Like everything else is like, at home and on a record player or something. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Not really.
Exactly. I mean, and mind you, if you do want to say that, you know, today's music is some garbage or some bullshit, don't worry. On this show, you can say whatever you want because I've said it.
No, because he's just a time and a place for everything. The reason it's there.
We're just trying to put you on the spot.
I'm trying to just understand more than, you know.
No, I understand. We're just messing with you, man. We're just messing with you. But,
yeah. So since, you know, we all agree that, you know, we kind of shy away from the mainstream music, like who comprises your audience? Who listens to Coultrain? What type of people?
You know, I honestly, I don't know. I assume probably mostly women.
Okay,
but
that's
I don't
good
know
news.
if that's completely true. And I'm only saying that just because I think of I'm going the most general, typical idea that I can think that women like to hear men sing more than men like to hear sing.
Right,
yeah.
So that's the only thing I can even really say. But outside of that, I don't know. I guess I would say people who like to think at least a little bit.
It's not going to help record sales.
Who want to try to figure something out. Because, I mean, most of it is poetry, so it's never, even though there's just a lot of stories involved, it's still about how the art in it anyway is to put it in a way where you wouldn't generally hear it, so you would not intentionally cause the audience to have to figure it out, but just to not, just to I guess, I mean, it's just the art thing, I guess, more than anything. It's not really like a planned thing, but I know for sure it's like almost like a challenge to make sure that things stay ambiguous. It's a lot of double entendres.
Yeah, I was just about to say, using double entendres and stuff like that. It's like, do you? I was going to ask. Well, basically, you realize when you do that, you're challenging people today to think, which is something that, you know, most people don't want to do. Where do you see yourself as far as in, I guess, let's say in the next 5 years? Are you one of those kind of guys? Because you sound like an artist, okay? And believe me, I love artists. I'm an artist myself, so I understand. Like a lot of times, you do things for your love. You don't really care if you can super monetize it, just as long as, you know, it stays pure and people can appreciate it for what it is. But that's me.
Yeah.
You know, some people are like, no, I got to get that money. So you realize by being that intricate and that layered, that you're going to really, shut out a huge portion of the masses out there that honestly they want dumbed down garbage. I mean, because when you said double entendres, I always think of like you listen to like,
this is true.
Yeah, certain like.
This may be true, but you know what? Honestly, even when I even have to think about stuff like that, I honestly feel like my path is to say what I have to say and not what people want.
There you go.
Good. Yeah, because you'll sleep at night. And you'll continue to sleep at night. And also, the people that will follow you will be loyal. They won't be fly-by-night people. You know, they'll be people that can understand and respect that.
I mean, I honestly feel like I don't want to insult the masses. I know what they want, but I feel like at the same time, people are smarter than what we give them credit for. They need to be exposed to certain things. You know what I mean? Certain things open up with certain. That's why music is so magical. Certain things can open up in your body from a note. You know what I mean? That you never knew was there.
Well,
so
you're
I believe in that, and I feel like, you know, there's a reason I'm doing it. So maybe I'm part of, the match that may lit a spark or something. I don't know. It's not to be like I'm doing this to inspire people, but at the same time, I feel like I have a purpose. So whatever that purpose kind of results in is what it was supposed to result in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, you have a lot. I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen this show, but you have a lot more faith in people than I do because
no, trust me. I'm just trying to be nice.
No, I know.
More than anything, I'm trying to be.
I realize. I know because you're
in the middle of because I don't want it to make it seem like I'm saying, you know, people kind of stupid.
No, well, that's
what
I was about to say. You don't have to say it because we will.
What Coultrain means is that you people don't even deserve to pick up his album, but if you do, make sure you pay double because that's what you have to pay.
Get some education. That's right, man. Because we've had different, conversations on this show for years, and then personally, Ken and I have had conversations for 20 plus years about, I really don't have much faith in the average person because they don't challenge themselves. They don't. If you say, here's this new artist, and his sound doesn't necessarily sound like everybody else's, but give it a chance. It might, like you said, it might touch a chord inside of you. It might spark something in you. It might inspire you to do something. Most people are like, nah, I'll just go to this packaged, prepackaged,
probably true.
Yeah, microwave garbage over here. So that's why, that's why I'm glad that you're grounded in the sense that you know what place that you want to hold and what footprints you want to cast. So that's actually refreshing. I mean, I would ask you how old you are, but that's none of my business. But you sound
How old are you, bro?
35.
There you go.
Oh, okay. See, so you good. So you got some wisdom about you. I mean, because really, that's another thing. I'm also becoming biased against young people too, man. I'm a curmudgeon. I don't want to hear nobody under 25 because, except for few exceptions, like I'll engineer in here. But I mean,
right.
It's really.
No, I mean, I couldn't even hide that even if I wanted to. I mean, when I first put up my first records, I was 25, so that's all online and all that, and that's in bio. So I don't even try to pretend. You know what I'm saying?
And so you shouldn't.
You've been performing for a good while now, right?
Yeah. I've been performing for over 10 years.
All right. So what are your shows like? I mean, you got any you got a collection of panties like them thrown at you, some brassieres? What are we talking about here?
I mean, it's happened.
More
than once.
Oh, wait a second. Okay, wait a second. Were you at Joe's Pub? You were at Joe's. Did you perform at Joe's Pub in the last 2 years?
No. I went to Joe's Pub one time to host a show for a friend of mine.
Oh, okay.
But I've never played that myself.
Okay. Because something sparks a memory about you and Joe's Pub, or like maybe I know Bilal has been there before. I know. Oh, but back to the panties, man, because we were just actually talking about some electric panties that they have out there. No, dead ass, seriously. Like the Durex, the condom company, just came out with some electric panties that you can control with your smartphone, so you can.
So you can put the panties on your woman if she has to go away, and then you can.
So you can
her nipples
FaceTime
and shit.
her and be like playing with her.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. See, I mean, that's what I'm saying. People just further detached from their own emotions. Man. They dependent on everything. That's why the just the condition is in. But
I
don't know.
But anyway,
so do you have like groupies and stuff following you around and stuff like that?
I mean, I don't know.
He's being nice. What he's trying to say is that the groupies are hanging outside of his door right now, waiting for him to finish.
I really don't know. I may be the most aloof person in that kind of
wow, we have a lot in common.
Because I'm just not. It's not my bag. You know what I'm saying?
No, I understand that.
Well, we don't want to keep you too long, bro. So, do you have any shows coming up? Can we see you?
No, not until we're kind of in the works of trying to put some tours and stuff together.
Okay.
We kind of wanted the record to kind of
percolate,
do what it do, and we've got some more visuals and stuff coming out. Mm-hmm. So we're kind of like doing a stretch campaign kind of a thing. But we plan on touring very soon, at least in the next couple months.
And you'll be coming up on the East Coast, or you'll be coming up here to New York?
Oh, yeah, I definitely hope so. Like, I'm hoping to kind of swing through New York, through DMV, through...
then you got to come in here live, bro. You got to come in here live.
Yeah. I mean, you know how that goes. So if they got that budget, it's all good. You know what I mean? I can't ask another grown man to come out for $50. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, exactly.
Sometimes they pull that shit with me.
So what's the best place where...
Like, I mean, we do all right, don't get me wrong, but I mean, at the same time, sometimes the budget's just a little too short for
of course,
two grown men to play together, you know what I mean, to leave their home and all that, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Okay. They want you to come do something for bus fare. We were like, what?
Yeah, kind of like, come on, G, we grown, like, we don't do that no more. I mean, I did stuff like that, I guess, when I was
coming
early 20s.
Yeah, coming up paying dues, right? Yeah, I know what you mean. You got grown man bills, so you need grown man bills.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly don't see how they could even think any different. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? People will ask whatever. They'll ask. A lot of people's like, it don't hurt to ask, even though it's kind of insulting. I mean, that's just the way they treat artists, because they feel that, you'll get some exposure, so come play for a 5-hour set for free. We'll give you a couple of buckets of Popeyes. Yeah, come on, man.
Right. That's not what we do anymore.
Yeah. So what's the best place where the people out there listening could find Jungle Mumbo Jumbo?
It's on iTunes and Amazon.
It's on iTunes and Amazon? Okay, you got the...
Yeah, I know it's in most stores, too. I don't know the exact list, but I mean, I'm pretty sure if you even inquire at your local whatever store that may be possible. Well, I don't know. I guess not too many mom and pop stores around anymore. But
they're not. And then I'm thinking, I'm going to one of the chain stores.
I know they're like the bigger spots, like in LA. I know it's like at Amoeba and stuff like that. But I mean, the label's based out there, so I kind of got a little bit more knowledge of that. But I don't even run in the stores to see where it is. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere here in St. Louis though too.
Okay.
So,
probably at one of the main record stores.
I can't detect your accent whatsoever, man. I really can't detect. You know, I've been watching a bunch of St. Louis battle rappers, and they all talk a very specific way. And I've been the whole time trying to catch your accent, but I don't really get it, man. I really don't.
I think, you know what? I think it comes out sometimes when I sing.
Oh, okay.
I said some things that was kind of, but it's more about, because I think it's a character, man. And I haven't lived here for a while, so
okay.
I kind of been bouncing around for at least the last 8 years. I've been kind of living in. I lived in Europe for a while. I lived in New York for a while. I lived in LA. Lived in Philly for a while.
Oh, okay.
I've been in Atlanta for a you know,
traveling man.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of keep it moving.
Oh, okay. So I mean, what's your website? You got his Facebook and everything like that? I know you got all that stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm on Twitter. I've got a Facebook too. It's Coultrain, COULTRAIN / Seymour Liberty. SEYMOUR.
Okay.
LIBERTY.
Okay.
That's for the Facebook. And my Twitter is just under Coultrain.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. And of course, you go to Plug Research's site. They've got I think they have pages up. They might. I'm not sure, but I think they do.
Okay, cool.
Well, thanks, brother.
Well, yeah, man, it's been a pleasure talking to you, and I'm going to leave you with
you guys too, man.
Thanks a lot, man.
I'm going to leave you with a homework assignment. So this is what you're going to do.
All right.
So when you get the tour schedule and everything, and you see New York, you find out who this chick is on the album cover. You tell her we're going to New York, and when you get here and you come on the show, we're going to have those 2 big buckets of chicken for you, and we just got to have a party up in this bitch. Good?
That's right.
All right, man.
All right, man. Right. Much appreciated.
Yeah. All right, man, everybody. That's Coultrain, and his new album is Jungle Mumbo Jumbo, and it's out there all over. Go get it. Yo, Coultrain, we appreciate it, bro. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you, man.
All right, man.
Peace.
Have a good one.
Peace.
That was Coultrain, everybody. The album Jungle Mumbo Jumbo. You can just listen to snippets on iTunes. It's actually some pretty interesting shit, actually.
It's really good. I mean, I said that particular track, that older track, Reefer, I really liked the way it was mixed down. It almost sounds like that deconstructed sound from D'Angelo's Voodoo album. And it has a real fuzzy, buzzy, kind of like raw, warm feeling. Right. So actually, I mean, I'm glad he's taking that direction.
Yeah. Fuck
I mean that with the utmost sincerity. I mean, you know, I understood he couldn't say what he wanted to say, but we'll say it. I mean, people are fucking stupid, you know, and you know, he's taking the true artist path, because you know, if you're trying to open the minds of these morons, it's just not, you know.
But anyway, we'll be right back. We're gonna finish this up, wrap up the show in a couple of minutes.